Team
the lower
Liquid's
bracket
turn
with
to
that
ban. Invictus Gaming's
So at this
turn
point,
to
how would
pick.
you describe just the qualities of these teams in the first pick? Tell me a
Team
little bit about it.
Liquid's
Yeah.
turn to pick.
Team Liquid, pretty solid starter. I'm a little bit surprised by the early Visage. I wouldn't have guessed that out of them. But with Wisp and, or I guess Caudle was still in the pool, but Night Stalker being really that pick, I would think they would go for Shadow Shaman, but really bad against Light throughout the game. So they're just adapting what IG's doing.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
think they're making a good decision so far.
Yeah, Bat Rider has been a super common pick.
Invictus Gaming's turn to
Often picked first or second. Oh, Bristleback. Interesting.
The thing that I just like doing here is that they're gonna have the wolves scout people, and they have that to be able to like catch them when they find them, and NS can also reduce the vision from the enemy team with stealth. So
10 seconds
they're gonna
remaining.
have a lot of vision advantage on IP.
Yeah, I mean, having
5
three
seconds
excellent
remaining.
vision here are going to help also position. The Bristleback pick is very interesting to me. I mean, in terms of statistics, again, I know we distrust PPD.
Bring up stats around me.
Here it comes. Here's a stat. Lowest win rate of all heroes in 5K and up games.
Yeah, but how has Team Liquid been doing?
Team Liquid is not one of the lowest winning teams at TI, Peter.
Ah, well, there we have it.
There you go.
Stats don't lie.
I think
Bristleback-
Bristleback is. Oh, sorry. You can go ahead.
Oh, I just think he's a great tool for Team Liquid to group up and really just kind of force objectives and not have to worry about the vision disadvantage that they're definitely going to.
Yeah, IG won't really want to jump in and grab the Bristleback if the team is behind them. Then it's a very good. Like,
Yeah, they can send Bristle in, they can kind of hide behind them and wait for IG to initiate, and then they can counter initiate. What I'm looking for from Team Liquid is how are they going to deal with this lasso? Arguably, every fight is going to begin with IG's Bat Rider blinking in, grabbing somebody. You know, all the vision in the world to hopefully get a good selection. And
the problem
not have
here
to
is
just
that
Bristleback.
they also pick their 2 support heroes, so they can't really fill in an Oracle or Venge or any other hero.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Shaker played. Not
Sand
sure.
King?
Sand King? Yeah, I don't know if I like any of these. Maybe
Does
IG's a
Matumbaman
good
play
spot right now.
Visage though?
10 seconds remaining.
Have you seen Matumbaman play Visage?
I don't. Yes.
Played in pubs a lot.
5
Yeah, I
seconds
imagine so.
remaining.
A lot of one positions came here ready to play Visage.
Because EG is the team that I've been seeing like picking him the most on one.
We got AA here. I actually really like it. They're lacking in control a bit, but whoever Bat grabs, they're arguably not going to save him anymore. Maybe does GH pick Oracle?
Tusk.
I bet he plays Oracle.
Yes.
Oracle ultimate, nice ability to save whoever winds up being lassoed.
Not my favorite hero versus Lycan, but work.
So at this point, Invictus very much so is in need. Strong mid laner, unless they're going to do something unbelievably kooky with this lineup. AA mid.
Do they even have enough damage to kill the Bristol? He just built the hood.
Yeah, actually, what would you highlight as like the biggest weakness of each team that you're seeing with these given picks, Merlin?
Well, I don't think Team Liquid have any way to really stop them from initiating. There's like no way that Night Stalker or Lycan and Bat aren't going to be able to get the... Like Tusk and Visage aren't very... Well, these heroes aren't very good at protecting their... Like you can stand in front, but you can't actually do...
And how would Team Liquid want to try to overcome that in their last 2 picks?
I think have a really strong team fight. Like you like get a pipe and
Invictus
kind of dare them to
Gaming's
go on
turn
you,
to
where they might not have enough damage, and then you just get counter nation destroyed.
Now they actually have a way to stop the lasso if Weaver gets Axe, but it's probably gonna be a position 1 Weaver, so Axe is not the first time that he's gonna buy.
Yeah, I would guess the Visage is probably slotting in for GH. Did
10
support,
seconds
and
remaining.
Weaver is a hero that naturally builds Lincoln. That's something that I really like
5
against Bat Rider.
seconds remaining.
Kind of shuts down and limits everything that he can do. Also, Weaver can pretty much solo in a 1v1 matchup versus Bat Rider in the early game because of allowing him to max movement speed. It's very easy to move all the sticky mana to spam.
That's actually a really great point. The fact that picking a hero that can easily buy a Lincoln
Team
in order
Liquid's
to
turn to
respond the
ban.
Bat Rider.
Yeah, ideally, against Bat Rider, you want all your cores will have access to that item or someone to save them. So
They could still get Dro on Liquid, right? And put Weaver offlane and Bristol mid.
Dro, they could do Dro. People have kind of liked Lycan against Dro, but
10
everything else
seconds
is
remaining.
not great against Drow. And IG's, what they're really lacking is team
5
fight.
seconds
They can be
remaining.
really susceptible to down a lane, but they do have the last pick with a very powerful mid hero, I guess, that they think.
Yeah, I mean, there's already hints that Invictus Gaming is setting up for that, banning Ember Spirit, which is one of Miracle's strongest heroes, seeing him go 20-1 in game stages.
Team
Remarkable.
Liquid's turn to pick.
The
Invictus
ban on Templar
Gaming's turn
Assassin
to
and the instant pick Invoker
Okay.
for Miracle.
Okay.
A signature strong mid.
Not a, I don't know. I'm kind of liking where IG's at right now. They got Lycan, he can build a BKB, Night Stalker can silence an Invoker. Invoker and Weaver will both probably have Lincoln Spheres by the end
10
of the
seconds
to
remaining.
help manage themselves against Batrider, but they really don't have a great counter for
5
Lasso. Any of
seconds
these-
remaining.
Bristleback, he might be fine if you get Lasso, but with the right amount of focus in AA there, they could put him down.
Choose
And
your hero.
Alchemist.
Big bad Alchemist. That is
What an
a-
interesting pick.
a lot of damage. No team fight. I would really worry about Liquid grouping up and pushing down a lane.
Yeah. So in terms of these lineups, what's going to be the path to winning for Invictus?
Liquid needs to group up and not worry about the split push. Just push with your heroes down a lane together.
Well, I have great news, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 is underway. It's done for us at the analyst desk. Let's head down to the casters for the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here from the floor of Key Arena, getting ready for a matchup of two old Dota organizations. But Lumi, we've got some fresh faces. Liquid, they've delivered spectacular moments at the old Benaroya Hall. Of course, IG, is a former TI championship team. None of these players were there for that, but they have a legacy to uphold. Coming in, I think most viewed them as underdogs. Share that sentiment.
For IG, for sure. I think they're the team that they won DAC as a major tournament, and since then they've been slumping. And I think PPV used the correct term when they said they squeaked into the winner bracket. They were just one win higher than VP. And honestly, they got chose by the top team in Liquid, being viewed as the underdog.
Yeah, there was that great reaction shot of No Tail, where they thought they would have a shot at tiebreakers. Didn't end up being the case, so of course, OG they'll have a tough. With that, teams enter the field of battle. So I want to talk about this Alchemist. Alchemist, a virtually forgotten hero. He was only picked 7 times in the group stage, and he actually had a pretty good win rate, 57%, but very small sample size, and certainly a hero that you're not going to pick early in the draft.
In terms of the playstyle, I think Alchemist provides a lot against Team Liquid. Team Liquid likes to group up and push as a lineup, and you throw down that acid spray, well, the push is going to get weakened, it's a lot easier to defend. And also, having an Alchemist on your team just gives them the impending clock. If you don't beat me in 20-25 minutes, Alchemist will take over a game. And we'll see if IG will have that game plan working out for them. But as the panel pointed out, I think they were favoring IG's draft, and I think you and I also favor IG's draft.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the Alchemist fits into it exactly. Obviously, this hero is very annoying if he gets farmed. So what will the build be? Are we going to see that, the traditional nowadays
30
Radiance build? Do we
seconds
see
to
that old school super combat build? I think Sumail went for it one time on EG. How do they look to play around this Alchemist? That really will be the big question that defines the overall way the teams match up.
Yeah. My initial guess is you go for the armlet, you go for the Radiance, and you just stack armor. Because look at the other side, you got the Exhort Invoker that's going to be dishing out a ton of physical damage. You got the Visage Birds, you got the Weaver, you got Bristleback. All of this is physical damage, so it would not surprise me if you see Shiva's Guard and Assault Kyrios coming out here from Alchemist, or just from the entirety of EG.
Yeah, for me, looking at Team Liquid as we talk about the way they're going to match up, GH is probably the player that I have my eyes on most. He only played, I believe it was 6 heroes in the group stage, and the vast majority of them were either Earthshaker or IO. So the Keeper of the Light was usually banned. They didn't want to go for it this game. Oftentimes it's Kuroki who takes up the Visage, but of course his Tusk is fantastic. So GH, curious to see how he can contribute as a hero that we haven't seen much of him at this event.
Honestly, I don't think he will be able to contribute too much this game because he's played as a 5 in this game. Look at Kuroki, he's essentially roaming, playing as a 4. And as a result, Visage is also a hero that it takes a while to come online. He needs that level 6 to be active over the map. So I think the superstar that the panel was looking for in the form of GH, I don't think he's going to show up, at least not for the first 10 minutes.
Maybe Kurogi gave him a few pointers. He makes his move on mid here, so we're going to see some early 2v2 action skirmish in the mid lane. Otherwise, looking at the overall drafts and strategies, as we have a bit of back and forth here, how do you feel the two teams match up? On the side of Liquid, you've got that Miracle Invoker, which single-handedly has won countless games that look almost unwinnable. Is that what Liquid is relying on this game? How does IG look to play against that, and what are the team's overall game plans moving forward?
Well, when Miracle goes off, it's generally because his team is setting him up for Sunstrike kills. What are the Sunstrike set up in this game? You got Ice Shards, you got Snowball, and perhaps the familiar stuns. None of these are super reliable, so I think Miracle just needs to outscale his opponent and land raw Sunstrikes, which can be extremely difficult against great players.
Early on, ECS, he is not having a great time now. Generally, Invoker grabs up a lot, right? As you get extra points in Exhort, you get your levels, it gets a little bit easier to CS, but this Alchemist really taking it to him early. OP dominating this mid lane.
For sure, and his allies are doing an excellent job stacking the jungle, getting a couple of denies in here, which is critical against the Alchemist, but you're absolutely right. I think OP just handling to him.
They're hanging on every creep last hit, right? The bounty runes are going to spawn. We'll see that illusion picked up by Baboka. Of course, this isn't Monkey King, probably the hero that synced his name on, but I think that's something with that hold is they're going to make a move. Mind control, trying to force him off this bottom lane. Obviously, Bristleback was the beast of Dota for the last like 3-4 months, but do you feel like he's still the same hero he used to be? Team's got better figuring out if the nerfs finally caught up.
I think so, and also IG is very well equipped to deal with it. They have a little bit of minus armor in the form of Acid Spray. They got that Ice Blast. If you land it on the Bristleback, it does make him taking down much easier, because during a team fight, he generally has a ton of regen, and Ice Blast does no to all of that.
Early days here, but IG off to a good start. Get back in the game as bottom lane, the action heating up. Mind control slowed down, not quite enough for the Cold. It's almost there. He sticks around, he's up. He wants the solo kill, but not gonna happen. Q scores a crucial first blood for IG. And that is the game of Bristleback, right? You have an IO there, you have a healer like a Dazzle, all of a sudden you probably get 2 kills instead of dying.
Now, I do want to mention, because this is somewhat of a kind of an unstandard build for Bristleback. Whenever Liquid plays Bristleback in the off lane, he loves to go solely into mech. Not often that you see mech being purchased on Bristleback. And the reason that Team Liquid likes to do this, they like to group up in 10-15 minutes and start pushing and applying pressure. But again, I think IG's lineup is well equipped to deal with that. They got the Acid Spray to slow down the push, and they got the Ice Blast. You know, if you want to buy that mech, sure, a single Ice Blast will ruin your team fight. So I'm looking for mind control to get that mech, and perhaps it won't be as effective as usual.
Yeah, of course, we have been keeping an eye on the stacks here, as there's quite a few heroes that can take advantage. The Alchemist, the Bristleback, the Bat Rider. Lots of flash farmers in this game as success continues to apply pressure top. Initially, Weaver, one of the stronger laners, to try and deal with the Bat Rider, and he's going to make his move. But Tumba Man going in deep for a potential solo kill. As the Storm takes him down, that minus armor is substantial. He's low, sticking up, but right into the clutches of GH. Liquid looking to strike back here. Takuchi, and they will get the kill. A long committed chase does the trick, but at the same time, IG able to grab a kill of their own bottom. They take down mind control again. And one thing I wanted to mention, Luby, is the nighttime yet, IG are already winning the lanes. Now, ideally, the time where Baboka could really shine.
You know, both carries getting a kill, or helping the team to get a kill, but Burning didn't have to leave the lane, you know. Matumba Man chased like halfway across the map for that kill. Burning's like, yeah, I'm right back to the CS. So, slight lead for me, for IG here as well. Again, I feel like I'm painting this story where IG is, you know, doing super well, and they are, but you gotta keep in mind they are coming in here as the underdog. And this is really surprising to me that they're able to do this against one of the top teams at this TI.
Well, Miracle has caught up very nicely here. Now down only 6 CS. It's not the stomp that it was at the start of the lanes, and not really being pressured during this nighttime. Baboka, critical to see where he chooses to invest his time and resources, and it will be on bottom for now. Mind control there to shard him in. Good trap, but flap, fly away.
He is out.
Batman escapes. Still though, Liquid not giving up kills. That is good news for them. Start to start. I guess for IG, Lumi, aside from this Night Stalker, anything else that you think is going to... Oh, they're finding openings here. Bottom lane, Crow getting picked off. A bit too far, and goes punish. The Night Stalker, really the playmaker for now, right? We've got an outfitted to farm. The Batrider, who has got his levels okay top lane, but it's not really farming a whole lot. So the Blink Dagger or the drop, that initiation tool, will be slow. Thus, they're super reliant on Baboka having this kind of start to be in the lead early.
Yeah, and I think they're okay with that. If you look at IG's lineup, to me, they look like Team TSA. Like, look at how much vision they have. They got the night vision, they got the Batrider vision, and of course, the wolves will be coming out to just scout everywhere. To me, this is one team with like global satellites, night optics, and then mind control is playing blind on this bottom lane.
Baboka chewing through him. Those spines don't phase him. Hopefully not going to set in. The quills are stacking up, but the DD rune gets the job done as Baboka continues to rampage through Liquid. This goes back to that IO ban. Soldiers, different hero, is able to back him up. Something that this should really do. Not at this stage of the game, anyway.
A large part of Kuro's ineffectiveness in this game is also due to the fact that there are a couple of heroes that could just get out of Ice Shards. We saw Night Stalker just flying over it. Guess what? Batrider can do exactly the same. So I feel like Kuro is feeling a bit stranded at the moment. He wants to poke in these lanes, but it's just hard. I think the easiest lane for him to kill was OP's mid lane, Alchemist, but now that he's got level 7, as well as a Helm of Iron Will, I think that kill is also not going to be likely. What is this level 2 Curl Tusk gonna contribute in the mid game? I'm not sure.
Yeah, historically when we've seen Curl on the Tusk, he finds those early kills, but watch out mid lane, Miracle, Baboka's got your number, trying to slow him down with the cold feet coming in, they'll TP in, but it's a measly fist. What does he do here? GH down, or sorry, a Miracle down. GH trying to respond with the Tumba Man joining the fray, chases all with Kuchi, but Baboka's away to safety. They force out multiple TPs, and still easily gets away, and oh by the way, top lane, getting some free space now. It's level 6, we cut this wave. Precious farm time wasted here for Team Liquid. Bad to worse.
Yep. The Tumberman forced the TP mid to hopefully get a kill for the team. Unable to get it. Like you mentioned, XSS getting the freedom to catch up on the farm. I'm not gonna lie, LD. Oh, so we have to roll in.
Big roll on the queue. They want to catch him out here. The Sharks come through the Sunstrike. Will connect with the Cold Snap. Miracle.
Magic
He
wand.
turns around. All right. Just a quick 360. It will take him down in the end.
Good catch on the Ancient Apparition. Alchemist in the jungle, gives up the link to the AA, and good critical pickoff to prevent that level 6. Meanwhile, simultaneously, we see the Tumberman chasing down Liquid, showing some sign of hope.
And you notice when they made that move, right as it hits daytime, they're already yanking mid. They're looking to pressure the Weaver with the Weaver. So this is the time for Liquid to get aggressive. One thing I do want to point out, Lumi, they have not stacked really much at all for this Bristleback. No ancient stacks as of yet. So Mind Control off to a rough start, only 2k net worth, and won't have an easy comeback. He's going to need to skirmish more than just be able to freely farm stacks to get back in this game.
I think when you're losing this hard in the early game against an Alchemist, there is a danger point where you stack and Alchemist just waltz into your jungle.
Kuro just went for one, actually missed it. The Ancient Prowler Shaman not cooperating, so didn't quite aggro the creeps the first time. So they've been trying to stack, just not timing it right. But economy game suffering here for Liquid. Normally one of their strongest attributes as a team.
So yeah, I gotta get your opinion on this. On the bottom lane, we see Burning queuing up for the Necro 3. As the panel mentioned, one of these standard build is going for that Mask of Madness armlet build just to get in the physical right-click damage. How do you feel about kind of adjusting from that and going for the more traditional Necro build?
They're so physical damage focused, right? You've got a Visage, they're likely building a Medallion, GH already has it in the quick buy, the Swarm, throw a Blightstone in there, the Invoker right-clicks a goo. Like, you don't want to have minus armor, and you also don't really want to run into this team without a BKB. So I like the Necrobolt pickup a lot. It allows him to keep his hero a bit safer. Still apply pressure as Liquid move in. They want to go on the top lane. Forward on the queue, catching out the Ancient Apparition. One more attack scores the kill. Very successful daytime here for Liquid, and all the while, Miracle catch up in the mid lane, but this Alchemist is far ahead. 7k net worth, halfway to the Relic, is good success. Here's GH pursuit. Maybe deep behind this top tower, the will be rotation from Pro, but in addition to that, the big bad blow coming in hot and heavy. Once again, looking to bunch him up. Snowball keeps him alive. Miracle joins the fray. Burning can do possible watch, and now commits the familiar summon. Jukes away. So far, not too shabby for Liquid.
Oh, this wolf is someone uses word I go. Just runs around the corner, still maintaining that really high movement.
And they can keep it on because it's like in left the lane. There'll even be a rotation. Still
They're gonna just get a tower here.
No level 6 for Baboka, but
Tower
Darkness just
is
yet.
under attack.
And with that, tier 1 down. First blood as far as the towers go is actually Liquid, opening up the map. A team that sorely needs it, and with that, still keeping this game pretty close.
A very strong recovery for Team Liquid, at least handling some of the other heroes. But I think the biggest hero that isn't really tracked up right now is the Alchemist.
He is
108
super
CS. Or 11 minute rather. The birds. Save the birds.
Radiant's
But
middle
this
tower
Alchemist,
is
back to the
under
main
attack.
point is, once he gets Radiance, and he's just going to farm up the map, I don't think Team Liquid could keep up with OP.
They're not particularly good at killing the illusions once they get farmed enough, right? They don't have a
Dyer's top tower
hex.
is under attack.
I guess they have decent damage, but nobody on their team is particularly amazing to do with them. So those split pushing illusions can be a nuisance. As far as mobility goes, they're okay there.
Dyer's
Great late game
structures
once
are
Poker
fortified.
farms the Wex, the BOTs, but not there yet. Converting
Dyer's
top lane
top
though.
tower
Pressuring
is
this
under
tier 1
attack.
tower. It's uncontested because Liquid are on the move. Trying to pressure IG in the jungle, but as it is nighttime,
Dyer's
Poker
top tower has
easily
fallen.
dodge that gank, so IG will respond. They get this Liquid tier 1, they open up that jungle a little bit. See what their next move is. Batrider Blink still about 500 gold short. Meanwhile, as you mentioned, Radiance coming soon. And with that, Radiance and the Blink, there's going to be a big power spike for IG.
Yep. Let's not forget that Q is about to hit level 6 as well, so it really combines nicely into the timing. You blink in, you lasso, you ice blast. Even the biggest heroes such as Mind Control Bristleback will just fall very, very quickly. Looks like he's working into a hood.
They're already going to
middle
this tower. They're
tower
doing it
is
at
under
nighttime.
attack.
They're doing it with the Bristle. It's not particularly
Dyer's
farmed as
top
fun.
tower
But
is
here come
under
the familiars.
attack.
Batumba Man getting onto Q. The Swarm not going to connect. Don't know if he actually needs it. Stun number 1. Stun number 2. If there were any questions about
Radiant
GH.
structures are fortified.
Getting answered now.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Now well under siege, but Birdie
Radiant's middle
pressure
tower
the tier
is
2
under
top.
attack.
Burrow wants to make a move. He could be getting trapped. Ice Hawk on the back line though,
Radiant's
too.
middle
Looking
tower
for the
is
flank.
falling.
Revs up the blue ball, then tries to retreat. The shards are there, but not going to keep Birdie away because he's running in.
Dyer's top tower
Punches
is under
up the
attack.
tusk. For Desert and bottom lane, XXS being pressured here.
Dyer's
Batrider
top
almost
tower
down.
has been
Miracle
denied.
pumps the damage in, scores the kill, and the tower tonight. Tom, still Liquid losing more and more map control, but they are responding well in terms of kills.
They are, but I think the map control will be a big factor moving into this mid game. Again, Team Liquid is a lineup that lacks vision to begin with, as we do watch that Batrider kill open things up with a cold snap into a meteor. But back to the main point is that once Team Liquid, especially when they lose this mid tier 1 tower, they're going to be absolutely flying, especially during nighttime against IG.
And the analysts talked a decent amount about the vision game. I just want to emphasize that you have obviously Nightstalker Batrider already very strong, and then you have a Lycan with the Wolves. So
Yep.
combine that with Age Apparition, like there is absolutely no way Liquid should have the vision advantage unless they win multiple fights, get a gem. It's expensive. Here comes the Blink debut. Takes it off the back, but he comes back with a vengeance on the mid lane. Pushing Mind Control in. Controlling him nicely. IG score the kill. And they transition for an objective looming. They want to try it. Straight to the pit. No hesitation from IG. That's the way Liquid can contest this. Do they have the firepower?
I mean, with supplement could port back to the tower, maybe throw in the swarm, they could maybe send some bursts in, but IG just queue up way too quickly. They will take down the big rock man and claim the agent.
Fighting into this
Radiant's
so hard,
bottom
right? The
tower
Radiance
is
is
under
up at that mid-range is going to be absolutely huge against all this critical damage. So Liquid just don't want to risk it in a 4v5.
I do want to point out one tiny thing in the gank that we just saw. We saw the lasso coming out, and Bobuka cast a silence on the Tusk. And the idea behind that is he wants to prevent the snowball save. So we're going to keep looking out for that in these upcoming team fights. The Nightstalker will try to shut down the Tusk, and then the Batrider will get to do his thing.
It really is the only reset that Liquid has, right? Barring
And it's a very
farmed-
unreliable one.
Yeah, barring a very farmed Invoker, but likely he's going to be the target for those lassos. You don't have Avenge, you don't have the GH. You know, Earthshaker or Io, both of which are fantastic defensively.
Dyer's middle tower
In
is
particular
under
for
attack.
interrupting that top scan. As the patches on the top lane, they look for Mind Control. Deal with him, and he will be shut down again. That is death number 5 for the Bristleback. He is just what a vector this game.
it's always a bad sign for your team when you're dying to a Bat Rider who's not even ganking you with Flaming Lasso. That means you go back to the base, he gets mana, and you can smoke up and gank you again. I feel like
is under attack.
IG is winning this game so hard that Team Liquid
fortified.
needs to do something amazing to make a comeback.
They have good wards here. They might be able to set up something on Burning if he sticks around, but you can see the Wolves marching in, scouting out Liquid, and so all of a sudden it's IG who could potentially get the jump here. Lasso available, and Princess coming back and Burning, juking away to the north. Dodging the gank, and I mean, we've talked about the vision, we're going to continue to do so. GH gets stunned up here in the woods, but nice familiar micro. Gets him back safely from OP, who is appearing rather fearless. See with that Aegis picked up and the Radiance. These Wolves constantly calling Liquid, he's using them to farm. It's purely about getting the jump. Trying to find pickoffs.
IG going for a smoke gank. They have the vision right on this ramp. They can go for the GH for a quick kill if they want. I think they're seeking for a bigger kill.
They
see
want Miracle. This is the hero that needs to farm. He can't afford to die, but he's at the neutral. And Miracle down. No mercy from the Vigilante Ben. He'll take him down again.
And this Wood is just seeing so much. Curl now is detected. He's only level 5. His raindrop is not going to save him as a big burn buff. Okay, nice snowball here. Alphabet is going to stun himself, but there's just way too many heroes. Curl will also go down. 5k network lead here, 17 minutes in. And just for a second, take a look at that network bar in Alchemist. It is ginormous.
And IG making the right calls here. They get the kills and then they transition straight into a tier 1 tower. They want to further eviscerate Liquid's ability to get out on the map. So now only the tier 1 mid left standing as far as the router structures go, and they get the jump here. You can see like when that happens, Liquid, they don't really ever reply. They're constantly getting caught off guard, especially when it's nighttime. And now it's day. Maybe have a little breathing room, but I mean, Lumi, does Liquid have to change something? Can they afford to like give up these kills, just try to farm, turtle up for late game? Do they have to take some risks of their own? Is there an item they're waiting for? Like, what sort of adjustments do you want to see out of Liquid?
I think they just have to keep taking risks. They are so far behind, and they have a lineup that needs a ton of items to operate. You know, Miracle Invoker takes a while to get online. I think the adjustment is going for those Lincoln Spheres that the panel has mentioned. Miracle is going for it right now. Weaver, I think, needs to go for one as well. You just need to make sure that you're surviving against these Bat Rider Lassos. Miracle, though, Sunstrike kill, I believe, in the base.
Yeah, almost killed one off Matumba Man solo and catches Papoga on the TP out. Sick play, and now looking for OP. He does have Aegis here. They'll have to kill him twice or get out, and they do. Kill him once, look for more. Mind control joining the fray, but has to be careful. Look for the familiar structure. Lock OP down with the Edge is there. Connecting on 2, blasts him back in with the play break. XXX. Oh, he even finds Matumba. Ends the killing spree, but the combo comes through. Miracle roasting up the wolf, donning his hide. Surprise, 3 do fall for Liquid, but they get the Aegis. They do manage to kill up the Lycan. Keep their Invoker alive. So, yeah, not the greatest fights for Liquid, but definitely could be worse.
I think it looked pretty good for Team Liquid at the beginning, but as soon as they took down the Aegis, I think they just needed to get back. Even with the Invoker coming in, they ultimately don't have enough firepower to take down OP a second time. And speaking of OP, he is BOTs. He's working on the Manta style, and that split push that you keep referring to is coming, and it's coming very fast. What is the answer for the split push? I have no clue. I mean, Invoker could help with Force Spirits. The Weaver could take down some of these illusions, but I think OP will just be absolutely everywhere.
What I love about this build in this particular game is that they can take advantage of those lanes being pushed in, right? They have a lot of heroes that scale well with farm. Heroes like Ancient Apparition, Night Stalker from the support role. Obviously the Lycan, the Bat Rider can certainly use the farm. And they have really good map control to follow up on towers falling, on waves being pushed in, and punish it with the vision game and with pickoff. So it's not just split push without a follow-up, it's split push with a first.
Yes. Currently.
Looking for the jump on the mid lane again, it's XXS, and he catches the save. Kuro, no escape, silent stuff dealt with early, good familiar stuns by GH. Still, the chase is on. Can they follow this up with another tower? They look for more, pounding GH from the side, XXS blinks in, the swarm descends, and IG keep the ball rolling. Multiple kills at nighttime, more towers claimed. I want to point out that they managed to get a deep ward down. While that was all happening, far behind this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. So again, they're not just getting the kills, they're following it up with crucial objectives and setting up for the next one.
Yep. All the meanwhile, their economy game is going strong. Bobuka is constantly providing vision. Speaking of which, Matumbaman thinks he's safe, thinks he's farming, and the gank is coming.
You wanted a Lincoln Sphere for him. The lasso is still pulling down. They need to get up the silence before time lapse out, but it's on cooldown. Blade Resurrection with the silence coming through the cold speed. Ice Splash! The bug is squashed. IG making it look easy versus Liquid.
Again, another gank without Flaming Lasso. As Team Liquid, what do you do against this? You can't farm. They have to take these risks. They have to get out there and farm because that's how their lineup operates. But right now, IG is just giving them absolutely no breathing room. One thing I do want to revisit is the question I brought up with the Necro books. As the game moves on, you can see that these Necro 3s are so effective. There are 2 Invis heroes on the side of Team Liquid, the Sakuchi from the Weaver, as well as the Ghostwalk from Invoker. And with the pop of the book, both those abilities are out of the window in terms of effectiveness. So really good choice here from Burning. I like the fact that he itemized back into a Vlad's, a very standard build, but again, the name of the game here for IG is about armor stacking. Make sure that you just don't give away any easy kill, and every piece of armor you stick on your heroes is gonna make that happen.
OP with his 2 pairs of boots, shoving in this middle lane, looking for the tier 2, but here comes Liquid on the wraparound. Mind control, stacking up the quills. OP's the man in front. They want to find something a bit tastier on the backside, so they sneak around. They try to get the jump on IG, but that's damn hard when they can fly. The bat jukes away, and OP rushes in, straight onto the bristle, nails him with the ice blast into his cross, where he dies. Now looking on the other side of the fight for Miracle, they take him down too. IG completely overrunning Liquid, and now
this could be Rax right here.
Might even be
60
more.
seconds before Miracle comes back. What are they going to do against
this? They can go top Lumi. They can maybe get 2 without the Invoker. Can they cut the wave? Can they slow this down? Where are the answers for Liquid? Where is the Liquid from the group stage? IG are absolutely astounding in this game, number 1. Good stall, though, by GH with the familiar stunt, but they keep on smacking here. Melee Rax dropping, will go down. Familiar's being farmed up, still no Invoker. 25 seconds without Miracle, but IG, content with their 1-lane advantage, won't push it further. They back away. They know the next Roche could be up now, and if not now, very soon. So they're going to wait for that next stages.
Matumbaman trying his best to get the creep wave pushed out on the top, but quickly answered back as the Alchemist ports back. LD, it might be too soon to talk about game 2, because Team Liquid do have a chance to hold for a late game comeback if IG starts to make a mistake, but let's assume that IG does take this game. Is there anything from the draft that you might want Kuro to change? Because I do feel like Kuro got somewhat outdrafted here.
I liked the bans from IG in Phase 2. There was a game that Liquid played against EG where they went for like mega push. I think they had like a Visage, Broodmother mid, 5th pick, which caught their opponents a bit off guard. I want to say there was like a Lycan or a Lone Druid in that game as well. So I think IG definitely watched that replay. You saw their second stage bans were very targeted, but hold that thought, because IG, they know this game isn't over yet. They want to secure the victory. The snowball, good. Retaliation from Kuro, but now he's being controlled by the Night Stalker. Provoca's in through the rear of the Ice Blast. Another connection with the Flame Break. That teamwork making the dream work for IG.
Okay.
They will shatter too, and now again continuing pursuit. Liquid will keep the Invoker alive, and Matumbaman hanging on by a thread, but the chase is on. If they can keep the vision, Matumba's in trouble.
They can.
No time lapse. Lock him down and finish him off. IG putting a bow on it here, and now Shrines on the menu.
Roshan is back in about 5 seconds or so IG could just swoop in, check it with the Wolf, and take it after that as well.
So yeah, I mean, if it goes to that game too, I would like to see GH on something where he can have his impact. You know, a playmaker, maybe he takes on the Tusk. Obviously, Kuro is a fantastic Tusk, and ever since the departure of Jerax, he's really stepped up. But
yeah, I mean, you were asking about GH this game, and I said, you know, I don't think he's going to show up because of the lineup and how it is. We're going to watch this team fight one more time. At the beginning of the fights, looking pretty good for Team Liquid, especially with Batrider wasting the lasso on Miracle's Lincoln Sphere. But as the fight dragged on, they just figured out, we can't kill this Alchemist. Alchemist is chasing us down with these Necro books. Once again, IG just flexing their muscle.
I will say, never sleep on a Miracle Invoker, but that said, this ward, Lumi. This ward will make But very difficult for Liquid. IG in perfect formation here to anticipate this Liquid expedition. Kuro leads it boldly forward, and the smoke is revealed by the least gankable hero on the team. They're going to try anyway. OP does get locked down by the shards. He actually gets pushed away from his team about as good as it gets, but they can't focus him down. He just waltzes away. All the while, the rest of IG weren't really doing anything, but now they make their move. Lasso, Ice Blast, connecting on two, and in a song of ice and fire, Liquid are overrun. Kuro gets brought down. 3 hits the deck. Now back for mind control, turning him into Chop Suey. They will kill him off. Chat wheel being spammed, and now Roche is next. IG putting on a clinic here to open up this TI.
True thing about this draft for Team Liquid, it's not their group stage draft. Group stage draft, they always have some mega push. Yeah, sure, you got Visage, you got that Vulgar, but I don't think it's enough push, at least not the same standard as Team Liquid showed.
It's a slower push.
Slower push.
It's a push that takes a lot of time and time to come online, and IG have not given them that time.
Second thing about this draft, 2 games that Team Liquid lost out of the 3 games that they lost in group stage was to a Bat Rider. I think looking into the Game 2 draft, I think you might want to take out the Bat Rider, especially against one of the best Bat Rider players in China. XSS has been absolutely spectacular in the hero.
Or have a counter. You know, they picked both of their supports to open the draft, and I think IG did recognize that. They didn't expect that mid before Visage and sometimes no-tail runs, and as a result, they've been able to punish with the bat pick. So IG move in. Looking for the flank is Patumba Man, but already the base is in shambles. 2 lanes down. From bad to worse for Liquid. IG gonna retreat now. They've been systematic thus far. Still have some time here with their Aegis, their cheese. Any reason not to just walk down bottom lane and go for the megas?
Maybe wait for natural nighttime, just make sure that you have a very, very long team fight. The one thing that we haven't really mentioned, I'll hold that thought here as Q. We'll go down, but we'll do some damage to Matuma then before he dies.
Not worth it if he gets caught out.
No Lincoln's here. Just
no
yet.
time lapse. He already used it to try and get out of there safely. And IG pursue him. They see him Sakuchiing through the wave. They expect him in the trees. It looks like he's juked it. He will TP out. So a little space created, but they're going to need a lot more of that. IG still hunting for him. Now maybe just going to back away and wait for all 5. Wait for that Ice Blast, and like you said, wait for that natural nighttime. Coming soon.
Also, OP is very close to finishing as Shiva's guard, so having that extra bit of armor allows him to tank in the front. Although it doesn't feel like he even needs it. He's been pretty much immortal throughout this whole game.
Liquid hanging on by a hope. Probably a prayer as well at this point. They do have the gem. Try and deal with IG, but now the issue is going to be, like, you might even see them coming. Doesn't matter. They're getting to that level of farm on IG where they don't have to catch you off guard. They don't have to necessarily have the vision advantage. So the gem will help, but will it be enough? And now there's a BKB. BKB lasso, your only counter initiation is what? A snowball save? That's basically it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You know, you pray on the Lincoln Sphere, you pray that the snowball gets there. The BKB just makes the life a little bit easier for XSS, but the overall game plan hasn't changed for either team.
IG just gonna start battering down this bottom lane, it appears, as they congregate. Burning looking to join the squad. Assault Harass completed for him. He has been the siege engine to back up the Alchemist as the frontline tank. Now the Shiva's coming out and gets aggressive. Charging in, lobbing into stun, going for GH. Even through the pipe, the damage is substantial. They try to slay the beast, but the Alchemist shrugs it off, forcing Liquid on their heels, chewing through the Bristles HP. I'm the real tank now, says OP. This is not your Bristleback of 3 to 6 months ago. GH now taking the stun again and Bernie racing onto him. They turn back for mind control. Miracle sounds the retreat with the deafening blast, but Kuro is caught in the crossfire. A second hero down, the support duo of Liquid that has been so instrumental in their run to first place in the groups has been very quiet in this game. 1, 2, and 13 combined.
The true support player to me was they had no row in the early game. They had no good lanes to gank. They weren't able to win their own individual lanes when they weren't ganking. They weren't stacking like you were mentioning. I just felt the effectiveness wasn't there, and Boboka spamming them Jayos as
IG about to take mega creeps.
But Boca showing that he is not just a Monkey King player. 4-2 and 15. He might overextend here, but it's okay for IG. They've already gotten the megas. We have seen some mega creep comebacks, but down 30k gold. You'll probably need 4 or 5 fights to turn it, and Liquid do lose one. They'll sound the GG. IG dominant to open up TI.
Invictus
What more is there to say? There were a lot of question marks around this team, Lumi, but I think Valve recognized, we all knew they were capable of greatness. Some question the direct invite, but they, I think, show here, and they showed it in the group.
Invincible.
10 seconds remaining. Invictus Gaming's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Invictus Gaming's turn.
Ancient apparition.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Invictus Gaming's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Riki.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Wait.
Invictus Gaming's turn to
Warrior.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Lich.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Invictus Gaming's turn to ban. Yeah. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Invictus Gaming's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Send.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Monkey King.
Choose your hero. Ten seconds remaining. 30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
That's very sweet.
Незнание технической части доты. Количество это не пенантов, а количество людей, которые
的一个点就是炼金术士的发育情况，他如果发育的不好。
Ours, not yours.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Denied. Death's bounty. Fastest blade in the land.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Quilled in a lawn of fury.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gold.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You may not.
Dire's top tower is under attack. 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 Dire's structures are fortified.
Arms for the dead.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Death's bounty.
We'll take that.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Invisibility!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Bottom tower is under attack.
Join my Lycan, the forces of nature abhor. I'll make you pay for this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is that more?
We'll take that.
Double damage!
Finders, keepers.
is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Excellent.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Illusion.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Finish it. Bold and sweet. Lycan, the forces of nature abhor impurities. Haste! I'll take your tribute.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.